Hey, we're live. We're live. How's everybody doing here? Welcome to Total Spotfest. Like I said, we announced it last week. We're going to be doing this on WrestlingNews.co's YouTube coming up soon, very soon. But for the time being, we're still working on some technical things. We're going to be doing this from our channel. So for those of you joining in for us live, hello, welcome. I am JJ. He is Jamie.
Hello. Yes, if you're catching us live, hello live. If you are catching us on Wrestling News, hello pre-recorded. Yes, either
Almost
way, you
live.
get the host. Almost live.
And as always, if anybody in the live chat, let us know. As it's it's a couple seconds delayed, but just let us know if we sound a little loud or something's off or whatever, or if you just want to tell one of us to shut up, you can do that too. Please feel free.
or if you have a hot take on something that happened in Dynamite tonight, I would love to know that. I would love to get in an argument about something. I have a
feeling there's going to be hot takes regardless, but I definitely want to hear from anybody out there. So. Thank you for watching. For those of you that are on the replay, thank you for listening. We do appreciate you giving us some of your time. Jamie, hell of a Dynamite tonight. It was an interesting one. I'm gonna put it that way.
Yeah, I would definitely say that AEW did its usual thing, starting with a banger, ending with a banger. And it wasn't necessarily a banger at the end. It was just brutal.
It was a. Well, okay. Here, you want to just start with the ending then?
I think
I kind of do. I kind of want to.
I kind of do too. Let's just start with the very end.
Okay.
And that Bloodborne. Yeah, no shit. All right. So the last match was Jon Moxley versus none other than the Evil Uno, shirtless Evil Uno, which it was a goal of his for 2023, so I'm glad he was able to hit his goal.
Evil Uno in the main event on Dynamite. Hello.
Who showed out. Can we talk about how good
Ooh.
Evil Uno really was in that match?
Well, which is a little unfair to make that statement because we know how good Evil Uno is in general. We have seen him outside of AEW, right? You know, he is a very accomplished and, as they kept saying, you know, well-traveled independent wrestler. And but you know, his character and the Dark Order, especially, you know, post Brody, yeah, he hasn't gotten the opportunity to shine. So yeah, he showed out for the whole world to see, and I loved it.
Yeah, me too. Like his dive off the top rope, just him just getting after it. Moxley's Moxley, but I think we all can agree that this match 100% was just all about the blood. like
so much blood.
I like blood. Like Evil Dead is one of my favorite movies, and the remake of Evil Dead with the girl who kills the zombie version of herself with the chainsaw while it's raining blood. This had that kind of feel to me. Just for the simple fact that, first off, Moxley got Uno under the mask, and I saw the gloves come on before I saw blood. Did you see it as well, or did you already see blood before the gloves?
So he ripped out the mask early, right?
Yeah.
And then when he took him down around the stairs, was beating his head into the stairs, you know, he was bent over, hunched over, and there was a page or a stage hand or roadie or what, I don't know. Someone's gonna correct me, whatever it was, but there was a worker bee over there that was helping out, you know. And then when he popped up, that's when I saw the blood. Didn't see it before that.
Yeah,
I don't know if he bladed. He did. I don't think he bladed because of the end result.
No, I 100% think he bladed, because typically when you put force on the head, like the blood rushes, and man, when he got put in that bulldog choke, blood was just spewing out of him.
It was like Kill Bill, just boop boop. Just
yeah, it just the B movie blood, you know, like I want more blood, and then they squeeze the bag. It's, yeah, exactly, to your point. Like the Kill Bill when the dude got beheaded for, you know, going after Oren Ishii. If anybody knows that scene, you're welcome. But it's just one of those things. Like, it was so effing bloody, and then after that, when freaking Moxley and Hanger get involved, and Hanger puts the barbed wire on his hand, doesn't necessarily connect with the hand. But whatever, we're not talking about that. Oh my God, it, like,
I was gonna say,
it almost looked fake.
It did, because it was spew. And it's interesting because it's like, up to that point, my exact thought was, well, Uno blood's like a stuck pig, but hey, for the first time in God knows how long, Moxley didn't bleed in one of his matches. Well,
he said, "Hold my beer." sorry, says it's Moxley. Hold my water. But my goodness, like, it legit at first, because it was so bright red.
It looked like it was just like you rubbed some fake blood.
Like
on
you
there,
rub some paint. You rub some paint, like early 70s blood. Early 70s blood. Suspiria, stuff like that. Like, it looks like paste and not blood. Like, it's just bright ass red. You know, this, I was like, that looks fake. And the next thing you know, you just see it just keep coming. It just keep coming. I'm like, oh my God. Like,
it
poor
was
guy.
going to it. A part of me, I knew it wasn't going to happen. But a good part of me, because earlier on in the night, there was a promo backstage with Evil Uno and Hangman. Hangman's trying to, like, you know, take over the promo, and it was like, no, you know, and it puts him in his place, as he doesn't want him to even be out there or anywhere near. He's like, yeah, I want to do this, you know. If you were Dark, I kept saying, if you were Dark Order, you'd understand, right? So well, I like that he's throwing it back in his face, but he, you know, he kept telling him, didn't want him out there. Part of me, a small part, thought maybe Stu's going to come out afterwards and save him.
You know,
That'd be a perfect world, but yeah,
I was hoping for something like that, but realistically, I don't think that was.
No, they're not going to repush Dark Order, unfortunately. But
Yeah, no. I don't know. Like Dark Order had a good showing in the tag team battle royale. Then this match, honestly, the crowd was hot for Uno, which was a great thing to see. I was very excited to see that he had people who were cheering for him. They were cheering for both sides. But I don't know, man. I feel like this could mean something for the Dark Order moving forward. I think maybe it's a little bit of a rub.
It is a bit of a rub, but that's in a good way, And I don't think they're ever going to put Hanger fully on board with Dark Order because you don't need to.
Yeah, no, you don't.
I think that if you were to bring their position right now to be a trio, because there's only 3 left, but if they were to and they left on good terms, and if you ever were to bring back Stu, that would fit wonderfully into the faction, right? And then they could be a foursome. They could cause some, they've got the rub. People still like them, People still buy their merch, even though they're not really on TV that much. Johnny Hungy is still super popular, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's angles and there's places for them. I definitely think so.
Yeah. And let's go ahead and transition right into the other half of the Dark Order, or the other 2/3.
The traditional Revolution Tag Team Battle Royal.
Yes. Which I think this is the first one that ever happened.
No, they did it last year. They did it. It was on Rampage. I remember it distinctly. Top Flight won. But I remember distinctly because there's a moment in there where Brandon Cutler was filming for BTE, and they showed it on BTE, and he was filming, and Evil Uno was getting beat up in the corner, and he goes, Brandon, help me! He's like, I can't do that. I haven't even played Elden Ring yet. He goes, oh, you really need to. It's really good.
I do remember that now.
So it's not the first one. And I don't know where I'm going with this, so please get me back on track.
Okay. So the teams involved were Tony Nese and Ari Daivari, Aussie Open, which I want to
prize.
Putting a pin in Aussie Open.
Big old pin right there.
La Facción Ingobernable. I totally destroyed that. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Dark Order, Jericho Appreciation Society 2.0, whatever they're calling themselves now. Best Friends, Jeff Jarrett, and Jay Lethal, thank you. Top Flight, Lucha Bros, and then you have the Butcher and the Blade. And can we just talk about, was it just me, or did Butcher look like he was sunburnt to hell? Or was I the only person who noticed?
I did not pay attention to Butcher's skin complexion. I'm sorry.
He was pink. Like, he legit looked like Soda Popinski.
Well, I mean, they are down in Phoenix. Maybe he thought he'd hop in a little tan bag, a little extra, and he didn't need it. I don't know, man.
I don't know, but he definitely was pink, like legit Soda Popinski or John Moxley 16 months ago.
What about the match? Let's get off his complexion.
The match was fine. It was fun. I like seeing good old fashioned Joker Penta. That's like my favorite thing in the whole wide world.
Joker Penta's great.
Like they had some fun little pieces. Like after Josh Woods got eliminated, here comes Mark Briscoe and continuing that feud. I really like that. Nice pop for Mark Briscoe. That was fun. The Jericho Appreciation Society getting completely worked over by the Best Friends, that made me
right.
very,
they pulled
happy.
the old Miz trick too, where they don't get in the ring until the opportune time, and then you get in the ring, and then
and then like when the Best Friends almost get eliminated, they jump on Orange Cassidy, which I thought was hilarious. But your winners were Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal.
I mean, we didn't see this coming because you and I both kind of agreed. Butcher and Blade and
Top Flight.
Those are the two teams we think we're going to fill in the two holes. I know your stance on Jeff Jarrett getting a push in a major wrestling promotion in 2023. Okay.
2023, 2022, 2021, 2015, 2012. I can keep going.
I mean, thematically, story-wise, it's a decent story they built around the little faction they have there. Okay.
Yeah.
I love seeing Jay Lethal on my TV. Period. End of sentence.
Yep. That's all you need to say there.
I'm with you. I didn't like when we got down the end. It made too much sense to me to have Beretta win that and have the best friends go, right? And then next week you have a heel team win, right? But up until the ending, I was all into this match. I thought it was great. It's a battle royal. Who doesn't love a battle royal, right?
Right. Yeah. It was fun. Like that's the thing. It was fun. It was fine. I thought it was overall just enjoyable. It wasn't bad. Like we have bad that we can talk about later, but this was not bad.
What also was not bad is after that there was a promo. So if you watched Rampage last Friday night, y'all, the trios match, it was once again, they just did it like 2 weeks ago between AR Fox and the Top Flight versus the Elite, right? And it was like these quick return matches are. It wasn't quite as good, but it was really good, you know? I will say this. I'm going to jet off for a quick tangent.
Okay.
I know TBS TNT has the NBA deal. You know, it's All-Star Weekend. That's why it was on at like 3 o'clock and got no viewers, right? It's a shame. You know, they should have just moved it to a different station. Is really, but I'm not a TV executive. Whatever. The whole wannabe NBA star shtick with the Elite, specifically Matt and Nick Jackson, I am well past, okay? I love these guys for what they are for wrestling, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And they got the thing, they're sneakerheads. Cool, right? I'm a sneakerhead too, right? You know, I got Concords, you know, I got games. I mean, yes, cool. I dig it, you know. They came out before with the whole NBA theme for our Space Jam theme at Halloween. Okay, whatever, you know. And
that was fun.
Right. And then the Best 7 series, and they licensed the old NBA Finals music. Oh, okay. All right. Well, there's a tie-in because of the, you know, Warner Brothers. Okay. All right. They come out with freaking, you know, All-Star Weekend jerseys and basketballs in the mat. And it's like, stop it with the NBA stuff. You're not a professional basketball player. You're a professional wrestler. Okay.
And a damn good one at that, by the way.
I mean, that's the right thing. It's like, I get it. You know, you're big, get it. For me, I am, and anybody out there, comment or, you know, whatever, let me know. Are you over this whole NBA shtick? But I am. Anyway, after it was all said and done, Elite wins. Blackout, House of Black kind of promo video appears and is a little ominous. Well, they clarified a bit more tonight on Dynamite. Nice promo video. They come out and talking about how they need to burn down the ashes to the foundation of AEW. What better foundational pieces than the 3 of the guys who helped found the damn company, right? And they basically announced that they're going after the Trios title.
They should win it, too.
Absolutely should win it. Yes, Heather, it is cringe. I say it's cringe. Our friend Heather saying she can't figure out if it's cringe or not. I say it's cringe.
Oh, it's 100% work. It's 100% work cringe. I support that.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
But
yes.
You know, they're going to do a face-to-face this Friday on Rampage with the Elite, probably to officially challenge. And first of all, that match, because all right, me and you are booking it, I'm sure, right now, right? I've already booked it for Revolution. The Elite versus House of Black, that's going to steal the effing show.
The only thing that could possibly beat that, and that is a strict maybe, and that's the main event. That is the only thing that I can see.
An Iron Man match with Danielson is hard to. Yeah, I hear you.
That's hard. That's hard to beat, man.
But I mean,
but it's got the writing on the wall. Like, this is gonna steal the show. This is gonna 100% legitimize the House of Black, which will make Heather very happy and make me happy as well.
Make me very happy.
You know, so it's one of those things. Like, if this does happen, they have to win the belts, and it has to be in the most spectacular fashion. And it has to end with Malachi pinning Omega.
I agree with everything you said there. Okay. And I think that for anybody that is an Elite defender out there, we've long said they don't need these belts. They've never needed these belts, right?
They're the elite.
The elite. I mean, you mentioned Aussie Open. The Young Bucks are going up against Aussie Open this Friday.
That was my other tie-in, and plus, I don't know if you saw this. Somebody released something that came out from Spectrum. Speaking of Aussie Open, who is currently signed by New Japan Wrestling, they have the date of January 23rd marked as Forbidden Door AEW. Or January, June 25th. Sorry.
I'm like, January done passed, so either we're going to wait.
June 25th.
June 25, okay.
I believe. Hold on. Yep. June 25th. It's a Sunday. AEW Forbidden Door.
So it hasn't been announced, but
Spectrum has it listed. Now, obviously, that could change. It could become a Ring of Honor thing, whatever. But Spectrum is showing it as that currently for upcoming wrestling stuff.
Well, and regardless, though, I mean, you've got the tag picture is wide open for them to go back in.
Yep.
And you could do literally anything you want with Kenny Omega. You can put him in any picture line, any feud. Adam Cole's looking for an opponent coming up here soon, right?
I want Kenny MJF.
Kenny MJF
so bad.
Or Kenny Danielson. If Danielson gets the belt off MJF, because they
2003 or Daniel 2. It'd be 2.
It'd be 2. They only had the 30-minute.
Yep.
30-minute draw. Both of those storylines write themselves, right?
Yeah, both of them print money. But again, if CM Punk is to come back, that's the match you want at All Out.
And that's a possibility. That's another one too. Anyway. Oof.
Yeah, I mean, you got Double or Nothing before that. So
the moral of the story is House of Black needs the trios belts. Let's just come on.
They
Tony.
need it. It's one of those things. They legit need it to 100% legitimize who they are.
And whether he knows it or not, Tony needs that too.
Yes.
Trust me. More FaceTime to House of Black. That's money. Yeah. I'm just saying.
It 100% is, and the fact that it also shows some of the former WWE guys that you're willing to give them something.
It's like, yeah, be patient with me. Reward's coming.
Yeah, the E guys get stuff. So
E guys, you're sticking with the E. I dig it. I do dig it.
All right. So, do you want to stick with tag teams, or do you want to?
You surprised me. Which way? Where are we going?
All right. Can we just talk about the brilliance of one Ricky Starks?
We can. I didn't know where this was going, and I didn't know if I liked it at first, but by the end of it,
loved it.
I was
Same. I loved how he's like, I'm done with JS. I'm just done with this. I'm done with it. Beat him, whatever. I'm moving on. And of course, 100% just to get under Jericho's skin, work like a charm. Jericho played the crowd beautifully, played the part amazing because it's Chris freaking Jericho. And oh my God. And then just the whole thing with Ricky, like, you can't beat me. I bet you could beat me one-on-one. I think you could beat me one-on-one. But, you don't need your other guys. You can beat me. And he's like, I'd do it. And I'd write that identified a pin, but I have a pin. And he's like, I do. And just... And
he pulls the list of Jericho thing out.
Yeah, and then Jericho gets the pop for popping the. Yeah, he just pulls it up. He's just. It's like, oh my God! Like, come on, man.
Rest in peace, Peter Avalon. In the middle of all this, by the way.
Yeah, got a nasty Judas Effect.
Judas Effect with a spiked jacket, not like an FE spiked jacket, like. 2.5.
Yeah. And then right after he signed it, he's like, you can't pull a fast one on me, Ricky. And then Ricky just looks right at the camera and just has that shit-eating grin, like, yep. Gotcha.
Yeah, because the whole open contract, I'm like, all right, well, they're just filling the void or whatever, this and that. And like, oh no, he's goading him into it. Well done.
Yes. Well played, sir.
So that was probably, I don't know, that promo, and then I know that you had you had to step away for a hot minute, so you missed Danielson and MJF.
Yes.
Let me tell
Publicly
you,
ridicule me, chat.
yeah, please ridicule him. Ridicule him live and also ridicule him in replays. Down below, just ridicule him. Holler at Total Spotfest. Yell at Jamie. Okay, so this one starts with Danielson in the ring, right? And then immediately interrupted by Mox. Okay. So Danielson gets in there a little bit talking about, you know, everything he's done, all this stuff. He doesn't get too far. And then, but as MJF comes out, Danielson's just all like, here's the thing. You say you hate me, but you did this. You did this. You beat up my best friend. You did this. You beat up, you tortured and did whatever to William Regal, my mentor. You did this, all these things here. But you hate me. So then MJF starts going into it about why he really hates him, right? And MJF, if your first time hearing us, we have nothing but praise for his mic skills. He's never not good, right?
100%.
Same thing here, right? But it started off kind of the same old, right? Talks about how, woe is me, this and that, and no everybody's ever loved me, has never really get in there. And he starts going into this whole shtick about he finally found somebody to love him. And I have no idea if this is a shoot or not, right? As far as I know, he is happily engaged right now. This whole thing feels to me like it's a work, but whatever. But he talks about how he found somebody and married her, and then she left me, right? So he basically gets into this whole jealousy angle. He's jealous of Danielson because he has a beautiful, loving wife and 2 kids, and he will never have that, is in essence what MJF is spreading out there. Which I'm like, this is all pretty good. This is all pretty good.
Total work.
Oh, but
total work.
But then it gets great. Right? And then it gets real good because MJF turns to the camera and calls out Danielson's children by name, which immediately Danielson's like, don't you dare talk to my children. So he does it again. Birdie and whatever, calls him out, like face to face with the camera, right? As close as my microphone is to my face, that's where the camera is. And he's talking about what he's doing to Daddy. Don't worry, Uncle Max is just, this, and he's just going to town about it, and continues to get closer to the ring, which is a bad idea. And then gets in a ring and starts talking, because he ends it with the whole concussion angle and more concussions than anybody's ever known, this and that. And I'm sorry, kids, because after March 5th, your daddy be left with early onset CT, and then Danielson jumps him, and they do the thing. So
yeah, no, Heather just put in the chat, like, it was very, this is why I'm a villain backstory from MJF. It was well played.
Yeah, he's ran away from that tweener thing he had on his way to get the title, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he still kind of rides the line a little bit, like, and Heather also called that out. Like, every now and again, he just has that, well, people still love me type mentality. Like, I've had to scratch and claw. But, like, he's engaged. He's actually engaged. I don't know if anybody remembers when he got carried in, and he had the 2 women escorts that were in like togas.
Yeah, the one, the redhead.
He made out with. Yeah, obviously, that's his fiance. So whatevs,
we know that, things. But the story is what it is.
Yeah.
So it was good, like I said.
People's kids, I mean, that would get my blood boiling in real life.
Like I would, you go back and watch it when we're done talking, when we're done talking about Dynamite here tonight, Jamie, because yeah, it went from pretty good standard stuff to all of a sudden it's like, he went there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
so, more build up as they're doing, but that was good. Both of those promos were very good, I thought.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's go ahead and get into some not so good.
There was a couple of not so goods.
There was really just one.
You're talking about the okay. Well, just talk about the tag match first, then.
No, that was not my bad.
Well, it was quick though, is the thing.
It was quick, but it wasn't bad.
By the way, the Acclaim you beat Big Bill and Lee Moriarty. But it was good. It was just short.
Yeah, and then the guns. Yeah,
there wasn't a whole lot of substance to that. It was to put the Acclaimed on TV. Okay, cool.
I mean, the best thing about that match was 100% the rap by Max Caster.
Rap was good this week.
It was.
All right, let's talk about the bad.
Spelled out soft. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I have to think about that for a second. Okay, the bad for me was 100% Saraya versus Sky Blue.
Yep. You could have done 2 women's matches, by the way, Tony. I'm just saying. You could have done 2 women's matches.
And had one good one. Just saying.
Or 2 good ones.
At this point, I'll take one. Because it's been, 2 weeks in a row of not so good? Or no, last week was good.
Last week was the triple threat. It was fine.
The week before that. Yeah. So this match, you could definitely tell the ring rust is real for Soraya, because there was a spot where she was supposed to lift up Sky Blue by her waist and just kind of pick her up. She couldn't pick her up. Like, she was not strong enough to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And Saraya didn't look good. I'm not even gonna lie. She hit the I guess it's not the page turner anymore. I don't even know what they're calling it now. But the page turner.
The thing.
Yeah, and then she does the PTO submission that she does. And then
again, I like Saraya in the company. I like her
Mouthpiece.
Leading this faction. Exactly. Occasionally getting involved, do some tag team stuff. Literally exactly what Madison Rayne did when she was on front of the camera, right? She had a couple little singles matches, but mostly it was tagging with like Sky Blue or whoever, right? And mouthpiece. Perfect. Yeah. This, against somebody who's younger too, right? If it was against like Ruby Soho, for example, hey Ruby, or somebody a little more seasoned, they could carry that match a little better for her, right?
Yeah. So, and the thing is, like, Sky Blue's very good. Like, she is 100% underrated. People sleep on her. She's really good. And she did her best to make Saraya look good. It wasn't her. It was 100% Saraya. And Heather brought up a good point in the chat. She's just like, she doesn't exactly have a convincing build with the women she's working with now. Absolutely. And that was brought up by you, I believe, 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
It's just one of those things, like, she is that tweener between the diva and the revolution of women's wrestling. So she had the diva build and she was able to really wrestle. Well, now the wrestling on the women's side has gotten exponentially better. Like, the women wrestling is amazing, which, by the way, did you see the Kyrie versus Mercedes Moné match?
I absolutely did. We know this isn't a New Japan show, but Forbidden Door, it's kind of related. If do yourself a favor, if you have not, find a way to watch it. Find a way to watch it. Even if you piece together some like clips, so good. People were worried about Mercedes after she kind of botched the whole like intro thing the last time in like at the Tokyo Dome or whatever. But
yeah,
this was worth it. This was worth it. And
she looks phenomenal. That roll through that she did to the bank statement. Salivatingly
you could definitely see the lucha influence. She's been training in Mexico, right? You could definitely see the lucha influence.
She's been needing something like that. Yeah, it's great. But anyway, back to this.
Yeah. Sorry.
The whole thing with this was 100% to set up the Ruby, Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, everything confrontation. Because after the match, Jamie Hayter and Britt run in to stop Saraya and Storm from attacking Sky Blue, the usual thing.
But you say the usual thing, but the beat up of Sky Blue's usual thing. But Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter saving Sky Blue. Oh, I told you that 6 months ago. You would have said, "Are you drunk? What's wrong with you?"
Yeah. It's one of those weird moments because Ruby came out and Ruby didn't care about any of the other drama. She just looked right at Jamie, did the waist thing. Like, she wants that belt, like you called, which we knew that was coming. But then the shocker out of everything for me was it's going to be a triple threat with Jamie, Saraya, and Tony.
Yeah.
or not Tony, with Ruby.
Ruby.
Do you honestly think that they're going to take the belt off of her and give it to Saraya? I'm worried
No,
they are.
I hope to God not. I don't think they're going to take the belt off of her right now, unfortunately, because I really want to see the belt on Ruby. I think they have legs to run with this whole Ruby in between action, right? You know, which, as to your point, brings in other cards into the fray. You know, where's Sheeta, right? You know, she's in Japan, but TV wise, where's Sheeta, right? You know, but I'm just saying. And Ruby's got these ancillary connections, you know, Willow Nightingale, Sky Blue, right? You know, but she also has the connection with Tony, and she has never said no to Tony and Soraya.
100%.
So I like that. I don't think they're gonna do that, and they're gonna keep the belt on Jamie.
Yeah.
Ruby did look fantastic tonight, Heather. You are 100% correct. Hey, Ruby.
Yeah,
she's gonna say hey to me sometime. I will get it. Whether that's, you know, we at a meet and greet, and Jamie goes in front of me and goes, "Say hey, JJ." Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all I
literally, Heather. That's cheap pop from JJ.
That's all I want. That's all.
Obviously, he's gonna agree with you on that one. Of course, she looked amazing. Yeah, she has, but that's not the point. She always looks.
I mean, she's looked, but she's come back a lot better since her you know, the last injury.
One loss since she came back.
She always gets the pop from the crowd, right? Crowd loves her, right? So I don't think it's a bad idea to put the belt on her. But once again, Jamie's got the support. You built that up. Do you want to take the belt off of her? I don't know, but
they better not. Like, it's Jamie's belt. Then the perfect thing is Jamie wins by a roll up on no. I think what happened. So this is what I think happens.
Oh, you're going full booking.
Yeah, Mark Stradamus.
Fantasy booking island here. Let's go.
Yes, putting on my Mark Stradamus hat. Ruby and Saraya team up. They get DQ'd. It's going to be disqualification. Jamie's going to win by disqualification. That way, neither one of them have to take the loss.
How are you going to get disqualified in a triple threat? There's no DQ.
I thought there is there. There's DQ in triple threats.
Remember the triple threat from last week?
No.
There was no DQ. There's no DQ in the triple threat, man.
Well, they should do it that way, some way, where there's interference, and
it's not going to be clean. There's no way this is going to be
clean
winning for anybody whatsoever.
And then Ruby's got to pick a side. That's the thing. And I believe Ruby's going to go heel now. I'm completely changing. Ruby's going heel, and then she's going to lose, but then they're going to keep Saraya and Tony up there, and then this will give us the ability to get Ruby a belt and get it from Jade.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
I can fully envision Ruby going to the E-Girls post Revolution because of what happens in the match and how it transpires.
Thank you for saying the E-Girls, by the way. I appreciate it.
I never hated the E-Girls. I never did. I did, you know?
It makes so much sense.
I give you shit about a lot of your forced nickname stuff, but they're not all terrible. Some of them pretty good. This one's pretty good. If Ruby doesn't get the belt, which once again we both don't think that she will, even though I think she should, as long as she's not the one that takes the pin, I think your scenario holds water.
I mean, do you really think they're gonna let Saraya take the pin? That's the thing. That's the big thing. No way on God's green earth, or whatever you pray to or don't pray to, there is no way that Saraya is going to take the loss.
Why not?
He's the mouthpiece of the new heel generation.
Somebody's going to get... Okay, so regardless, somebody's going to get that.
Ruby. It's either going to be Ruby or it's going to be...
Gonna flip the belt.
Yeah.
All right, well, we shall see.
And I still think, actually now, oh Jesus, now no matter what.
Oh, now you're deep in fancy booking.
Yeah,
you're at the volcano where Tom Trank started to kill himself. Holy shit.
Yeah, don't go. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Wow.
I hated Joe versus the volcano. But anyway, Yeah, that's a hot take for you. I think Ruby is the one who takes the loss. And I think Sheeta makes her return, hits her with the belt, joins the E-Girls. Never mind. I'm going back to original plans.
You're going back to all sorts of plans. Okay, all right. We got plenty of time to. We still got a week and a half until Revolution. So Jamie will come up with three more scenarios. And by the way, for those of you listening out there, we will be doing a post Revolution live stream too. So, but half hour or so after Revolution ends. Join us Sunday night. We're going to do that. We'll talk next week about predictions and kind of how we do that sort of stuff. We might do a pre-show prediction thing. We don't know yet.
Yeah. I think we should do. Time. We might do a pre-show with going live with it, like live picks.
That's what we're hoping to do right now. So
hopefully on WrestlingNews.co. And if you haven't subscribed to WrestlingNews.co, please do us a favor.
Link down below.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to us. Appreciate you.
So
all right, so there's two things left.
Yep. So we want to talk about the match first because I want to save the announcement for the end.
Oh well, I guess there's three things left. Jbjp attacks Christian after Christian comes out. I'm making that stick. Jungle Boy Jack Perry comes out, thinks about doing a concerto. He's too nice. He's too nice. I don't care. Just have Christian win at this point. I'm done with Jack Perry.
At least Jack didn't talk. He does. Yes. He does remain the most hopeless baby face.
It's infuriating. He's got so much potential. He needs Christian in his life. He needs a mouthpiece because if I was anybody there, I would take his mic privileges away. Period. You're not allowed to speak on the mic.
All right. Yeah. I mean, you got two seasoned people who are in positions of control behind stage that are excellent, excellent promo people, mic skill manifestos, right? Chris Jericho, Jeff Jarrett. Whether you love him or hate him, sorry, he is. Okay. They're both in positions of control about running things part of the company. One of them needs to pull him aside and be like, here's how you do this. You need to learn some stuff, kid, because I mean, they're already squandering it. We're kind of on the fence. I know our friend Heather, who's chatting along with us here, has jumped that ship.
Yeah, So this is gonna happen at Revolution. Obviously, they're gonna put Jungle Boy over. Even though I'd really love for them not to, and have Luchasaurus come out and
then you just continue going down the same path again for that. I figure if you're gonna go with this, at least go with it. They did it with Ricky, right? They're like, all right, we're pushing Ricky. Screw it, we're pushing him, right? They put the belt on MJF, right? If you're gonna go forward with this guy as one of your pillars, right? Get him out of this and see how he does. He's gonna crash and burn on the mic, but if it's a good enough feud where he doesn't need to talk, you might have something there.
Yeah.
Try it.
Or right after this, they do a feud between him and Darby Allin.
Great. Not a word can be spoken. The matches would be actually good for Darby Allin.
The matches would be fire. You'd have 50. You would have a 50-50 Darby Allin match. And if you've ever listened to us, you know I'm not a big fan of Darby Allin. But
big fan. James saying not a big fan is a stretch.
Okay. I can't stand the way he wrestles. 95% of the match he gets the shit kicked out of him, and then oh, I'm alive, and
there it is.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, think about that. Jungle Boy, Darby Allin, have them just go at each other for months. Just have them
let's go.
Yes, that could be 50-50 booking all day long. Give that to me. I'd be very happy with that because every time they put on a match, it's going to be a banger. As long as they don't do the 95-5. Because Jungle Boy, he also does a similar he does a 70-30. And if you can get 50-50 on both those guys, fireworks.
You don't even need to set that up. You don't even need to set that up, really. Jungle Boy's looking to move on and move up in the company. Darby's doing this whole like, I'm down and out because I can't challenge for my TNT title again thing, so I need to reprove myself. So here you go. Each of them have the same thing: prove themselves to move up the ladder, and they just continue to like go in this endless loop of fighting each other. Cool. Do that for next year.
Yeah, like I'm in. But anyway, okay. So moving on, let's talk to the tag match, or not the tag match. Let's talk about the opening match.
Opening match, which was the best match.
Wheeler Yuta versus Orange Cassidy.
Oh.
I'm sick and tired of seeing people on the interwebs sleeping on Orange Cassidy.
Which is ironic considering he was before he signed with AEW. Everyone's like, "Hey, there's this guy you gotta check out. Here's a link, right?"
Yeah, and then everybody's just like, "Oh, he's not that great of a wrestler." Nay, sir, he is an amazing wrestler. He is not a good wrestler. He is an amazing wrestler. Wheeler Yuta, amazing wrestler. These two put on a clinic. There was catch wrestling, there was technical wrestling, there was high flying, flippy, spinny shit. It had legit everything you could ask for in a match other than a lion tamer. It
had your second favorite
gold.
move of the night, though.
Which one?
Where you steal your opponent's move.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple times over. They both stole each other's moves continuously. It was great.
Yeah. Yeah, the stealing of the seatbelt, and it was everything. It was glorious. And at the end, Orange was going for a hug, didn't happen, because here comes Claudio. Claudio's like, "No, you come here right now. You come here right now, young man."
Claudio was big brothering him a lot, right? Comes out and slaps him because he's trying to do too much fancy shit, right? And then flips a switch in Wheeler, so he goes and he ground and pound on Orange, right? And
it was glorious.
It was so good. Orange has been relegated a lot with all Atlantic titles, kind of that secondary, right? They're sticking it on Rampage every week. Cool, right?
The European title.
I didn't want to go there, but you're not far off. So it was good to see him, have that here, give a little validity to him. He's super popular, right? And he's not just a gimmick wrestler anymore, but he is. But the gimmick is that he's an excellent wrestler who doesn't care.
Yes.
But when you get it out of him, that's when you get magic. And
when he's gonna try, things happen.
And he's
still my most favorite.
And those who say, "I just don't get him," it's like, you don't have to get him. He's a cash printing machine for your company.
Yeah,
that's
kids love him. Women love him. Like every one of my daughters thinks he is gorgeous.
You ever watch him on Twitch?
Yeah,
he's great because it's his gimmick. Playing video games, wearing sunglasses the whole time, talking about Babe Town. That's what he calls his community, right? It's fantastic.
Dude, he is just fire, and the more I can get him on my screen, the better. Honestly, I love his. I hate to say this. This is actually pains me to say. I love the fact that he comes out to Jane much more than I loved when he came out to "Where's My Mind" by the Pixies. See, Heather knows. Yeah, my wife thinks he's gorgeous. I'm like, okay, thanks for liking a guy who can grow facial hair. Appreciate you. Because I can't.
Aww. Yeah, you got hair on the top of your head, Jamie. So it's not all
I do.
bad.
I have a lot of it. It's kind of bad. All right. Yeah,
I know you miss Pixies because you love the Pixies. I love the Pixies too.
I do.
I wasn't big on the whole Jane thing, but it is historically his thing. So
right.
Okay, I'm with it.
And it suits him though. Like that's the thing. It suits him.
It does.
Now also what suits people are I'm making a huge announcement.
Oh my God.
I'm making a huge announcement. What's my announcement gonna be?
And before that, and we don't talk about the other promotions that much over here, but there has been some kind of levied shots been put out there recently on other shows, about Tony Khan, specifically, and the running of this. Okay, cool. So he's making a big announcement, and you're like, oh, he's okay. So this is because he did get out there, and I can't remember who he gave the interview to or whatever. What the hell are you doing, Jamie?
My light went out. I don't know.
Oh,
what
I thought
happened.
you looked a little different. All right, well, Jamie,
Yeah, my light went out. Sorry, guys.
You're fine. All right,
it's live.
But I can't remember who it was through, but he had said that because at one point in time there was friendliness, at least on a corporate level, between AEW and WWE, and that apparently is not there. They are indeed rivals. Hey, Pepsi, Coke, right? It's the same thing. Who cares, right? Yes, of course they're rivals.
Pepsi and Coke are not the same thing.
Right. Left tricks and right tricks.
Okay, that's accurate. But Pepsi and Coke, that's blasphemous, sir.
That's the biggest.
Blasphemous.
Go to a college that has a large number of people that are from south of Mason-Dixon line and north of it, and trust me, one of the most common questions you hear in any dorm is Pepsi or Coke. And there's very adamant people on both sides of that spectrum. I will say that from firsthand experience.
Yeah, I'm a Coke head.
Well, I like Coke.
Freaky.
A lot of people that were in my FIG group, which is freshman interest group, whatever, it's a journalism thing.
So many jokes.
From Chicago were Pepsi people, hardcore Pepsi people. So anyway, I mean, look at CM Punk, Mr. Pepsi. We're getting off the topic here.
Pepsi man. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so the big. Do you want to say?
So what do you think it was going in? Because I'm like, this is big, right? This is like, it's not just a signing.
One of two things.
What'd you think?
Forbidden Door being announced, because there's been a lot of rumors around that. HBO Max deal. Those are my two.
I didn't think it was going to be Forbidden Door.
Okay.
Because I think we're a little ways out from that. It's not in their nature to really announce that far in advance.
I mean, if they want to sell tickets,
it would have been the perfect time. Mercedes Moné just won the title. Jay White, is he out of it? He's out. He got beat out by David Finlay. Maybe, you got Okada, you got, Tanahashi. There's things going on. Maybe Stardom would be involved. We get a Julia, Mercedes Moné, Jamie Hayter three-way. That sounded dirtier than it meant to be. But
no, not in your mind. Not in your mind.
Moving forward. I didn't think it would be. I thought that it was a good time for that, but I didn't think that was going to be it because I felt like that was too obvious, right? I thought HBO deal, right? Major. That was my first thought. HBO's here we go. Ring of Honor is going to be like the whole Ring of Honor service is now part of HBO Max. Well, it's in there, right? Cool, awesome. Or it's an add-on, cool. And we're going to have pay-per-views through HBO. HBO deal, right?
Yeah.
Number two, your light went out. It's fine, Jamie.
It's annoying me. It pissed me off.
We're almost through with this, okay? You'll be fine. Somebody in chat, Heather, tell Jamie he looks fine, okay? Or it was going to be second, like a second TV show of sorts. And I thought the second TV show was going to be like SmackDown is to Raw, right? Take Rampage is moving to be a 2-hour thing on Friday, something, right? Or Ring of Honor is going to be, I don't know. I thought it was going to be something of that nature, like a big media type announcement.
Yeah, same.
It's kind of what we got, sort of.
Yeah, we get a all access show following Dynamite, and it was announced by Adam Cole, baby. And he's going to be the very first person on there, and that same weekend it's airing will be his in-ring return.
The same night will be his in-ring
Same
return.
night, yes. So,
In March.
I really want...
March,
do I want a documentary style thing,
Rose to the Top got good numbers for the network.
Yeah, but that was different. That was totally playing on the Miz's show. Like they're trying to be the Miz's show. This is 100% like a behind the scenes thing. Like
but the thing is, WWE's done that for years, or they used to do it. The whole
they don't do it
24/7, right?
Yeah.
Impact just announced that they're starting to do that with some other. I don't remember. It's on their YouTube. It's a digital show they're doing, but it's the same thing. Right now, they're following along with Josh Alexander. It's actually a fantastic look at Josh Alexander, by the way. It's kind of like the hot thing to do, right? Behind the scenes, all access. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's cool to find out that potentially we'll get to see live Adam Cole's in-ring return because it's in March.
I want it.
One of the shows in March
for it.
is in Kansas City. We're going to it.
Yeah, it says. Did they actually announce when?
No date. Date's coming. It said more. Excalibur said specifically more details will come soon, but it's coming in March.
Will premiere March. Hopefully, be March 25th, 2nd, whatever.
Whatever. I don't know.
Terrible dates today, guys. Sorry. It is bad.
22nd.
Yeah, March 22nd. We will be at that show.
Well, and here's the thing. It's like I thought it was all weird on this aspect. What is March most known for?
Madness. KU winning another national championship.
They very well could. I mean, like you said, they do this every year. They put it all together in the last month of the season.
Hey,
you know what?
You know what KU has that no other team has right now?
A very good accountant. No, I'm kidding. They've always had
too. No, they got Dick.
You're not wrong. I still can't believe that's his name.
Grady Dick. Oh, it's bad in my house because, I'm sorry, we're going off a little tangent, but every time I watch one of their games, the Dick jokes, the Grady Dick jokes, just fly out.
Dude's government name is Grady Dick. If you cannot make dick jokes when he comes on your screen, like the Antlers when they played at Mizzou, the best part of that for us for sure was the pregame because we didn't show up to that game at all. But the Antlers tore into Grady, tore. I saw some videos on Twitter that I'm like, damn, that should almost be taken down. That was that they obliterated. Yeah, they murdered this man.
FUD. Yeah. That was.
A lot of it was.
But anyway, yeah. So we'll see what happens with this announcement.
TBS and TNT air March Madness games. So luckily though, Wednesday's not involved. So in a way, it's genius.
Yeah.
But it's not really what we're looking for.
Not at all. I feel like you too right now. I still haven't found one.
You've climbed the highest mountains, Jamie. You really have. The album is legit straight fire, and I will fight anybody who disagrees with me on that.
I'm not a big U2 fan, but I absolutely love that album. Joshua Tree.
I think Joshua Tree and Octoon Baby. I love Joshua Tree, of course, but I think Octoon Baby, and I used to. I don't like a lot of their newer stuff, but I was a giant YouTube fan, especially in high school and stuff. Anyway, that was Dynamite. That was the big announcement. So it's kind of become unfortunately, it's become a Tony Khan AEW tradition for the major announcements just be kind of it's an announcement.
Yeah, I mean, how many major announcements have they had that were legit major announcements? I can think of 2.
Well, Forbidden
out
Door.
Of the 20. Forbidden Door is the number one.
I want to say in the first, New York. Grand Slam, right?
Grand Slam. Those are the 2 that I can remember out of all of them.
Those are big. Every other major announcement's just been okay.
Hey, we're going to have Dark Elevation on YouTube.
It's another YouTube show, right? Or it's he comes making major announcements, the newest signing, and it's okay, one of those things.
Yeah, it's a NXT guy who's only got on air twice.
Yeah, their biggest signings were surprises. Anyway, you guys let us know what you thought of Dynamite. It was fine. The opening match was fantastic. We love the pop and the push for Uno. See if they continue it. We'll see what happens here. I hope so. I really do hope so.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
All right. So
Good show.
we are a little over a week and a half away. So next week will be the go home show for Revolution. Like I said, we are going to be doing post show for sure after Revolution. We're going to hopefully do a pre-show as well. Giving our picks and just, kind of, that'd be a real quick little jobber, but hopefully we'll be, and in the very, very near future, you will be able to see these live on WrestlingNews.com's YouTube channel with replays on our channel. But until then, we're going to continue to do it live on our channel. You see replays on both. 6 and 1, right? Just want to make sure, we can be as transparent with you as possible. So more stuff coming. If you want to join the conversation, as always, hit a comment down below. Hit us up on Twitter. That's at Total Spotfest. Also, you can hit Jamie up specifically and tell him about how beautiful it is that he has a head of hair, even though he can't grow any facial hair to save his life.
Dude, it's bad. Like I have like not even a good porn stash. Like it is bad.
You got nothing but like dirty bank robber from the 40s facial hair, right?
You sleeping with the fishes, see? Yeah.
Like really bad, kicked out of mime college French guy, selling baguettes on the street facial hair. Like,
yeah, that's true. But I could grow a ponytail if I wanted.
All right, on that note, we're gonna go. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. We appreciate you giving us some of your time. Jamie, take us home.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not down Total Spot Fest, I got 4 words for you. Push the Dark Order.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Peace.